can't have 19 turnovers and give up 15 offensive rebounds. It's about the fundamentals, and I'm really curious to see how does Michigan bounce back after just not being very good in those aspects.
Well, as we'll outline throughout the broadcast, it's not been the first half that's been the problem. It's been the second half for Michigan. And as we go along, we'll show you some statistic proof of that. Here's Chucky Hepburn with the shot clock at 6, despite what the student section is trying to convince you of as it goes out of bounds. Chucky averaging 8 points per game this year, averaged over 12 a year ago. Here's Storr in the corner, and the first 3 falls for A.J. Storr.
And just a lack of communication there from the Michigan Wolverines. It's a simple screen for the screener play. You're getting A.J. Storr to the corner, and Michigan a little bit confused defensively, gives up an open shot.
Daniel whips that pass over to Nimari Burnett. Burnett on the baseline. The fadeaway falls over Max Klesman.
That's a big shot. Michigan needs Nimari Burnett's offense. Last 2 games, just 28% from the field, 25% from 3. To see him get to his pull-up early, a good sign for Michigan.
And the scoring average down a result to 9.5 points per game. This is Stephen Crowell working against Tarris Reed Jr. There's no shame in losing to Purdue. They really battled the Boilermakers.
Well, even the Nebraska game, you know, certainly Lincoln has been such a tough place to play this year. The disappointing part of that was that they had such a good first half and then struggled so mightily in the second. But I agree. I think this Wisconsin team is for real, but this is a great start for Michigan.
And Reed finishing with the 2-hand flush, a 6-3 advantage for the Wolverines.
Wait, you mentioned some of the defensive struggles. Interesting to look at his stat line. 12 points, 15 rebounds, 5 blocks, 5 turnovers. He's doing some good things, but Tarris Reed certainly has to be more solid on both ends.
Here's Hepburn. Probing, gets inside, and Crowell just had to carry him off his hands.
That's one where Stephen Crowell has got to catch that basketball. If he does, it's a layup.
That's 3 straight turnovers now for Wisconsin. Olivier Kamwa against Tyler Wall. He traveled, yeah. Wall pulled the chair out a little bit.
No consistency.
Juwan's team trying to provide him with a 51st birthday present. It's his birthday today. As Tarris Reed Jr. gets the block.
Some really solid plays there early. Tarris Reed matching the physicality of Stephen Crowell.
McDaniel with the floater, rebounded by Wall. Wisconsin looking to push with Wall to Hepburn. Wide open 3 in the scramble, and it drops. McDaniel was slow getting back. They found the open man.
Well, you take a bad shot, McDaniel goes down. It leads to disadvantaged basketball, and Wisconsin just totally makes you pay. Nobody rotating over to Chucky Hepburn. And you have to think for him, 5 of his last 27 from 3. That's a big one to see go through the basket.
3 points early for Chucky. Burnett blocked off on the baseline. 7 to shoot for Kamwa. Kamwa into Klesman. That's an offensive foul. You could make a pretty good argument, Robbie, that Wisconsin has 2 guards that should make the all-defensive team.
Hepburn has been outstanding, and Klesman as well.
Here's Storr trying to turn the corner on McDaniel.
Doesn't go, but you'll take that. If you're a great guard, every day of the week, A.J. Storr getting to the front of that rim.
McDaniel gets to the rim. That snaps 3 straight trips without a bucket for Michigan.
And McDaniel has some real burst. That in and out just leaves the defense in the dust.
Oh, good work inside to even it up at 8. A little bit of pace to this game early.
Some defense optional possessions out here, and both teams starting to find an offensive rhythm.
Here's Kamwa, open 3. A little bit strong. Kamwa 35% on the year. It's not a bad shot.
Yeah, but 2 of his last 11, he's struggled from the 3-point line. Hasn't been as good offensively the last 4 or 5 games.
Boy, Storr's gotten the basket twice, just hasn't been able to finish, but not bad shots. Here's Burnett. Shovels to Reed for the flush.
Michigan playing in transition with some pace. Certainly Wisconsin wants to slow it down, but they're off the dribble drive, opportunistic, and a nice drive and dish.
Second dunk already of the night for Tarris Reed Jr. He's got 4. Storr spins to the rim. Count the bucket and the foul. Here's McDaniel. Working against Chucky Hepburn. He'll lob it into Reed. Double shows. Reed going to work. Inside. Muscles it up, and he'll go to the line.
So Minnesota, 20 against Illinois. The Rutgers game, he stuffed the stat sheet. But even when you look at the last 3 games, he's got 9 offensive rebounds, but he also has 11 turnovers. You know, he's doing some real positive things. I just think that there's some things that Tarris Reed can certainly clean up.
Sejan on the floor for the first time tonight. Back out it goes to Blackwell, the open man for 3. Dies on the back iron. And the rebound out to Doug McDaniel.
Michigan going a little bit of a 2-3 zone there. They're going to mix and match their defenses. A lot of the time they like to match up after being in the zone. They're going to have to rebound if they're going to go to that look.
Terrence Williams the second working against the Sejan, and he rattles that one home.
Terrence Williams using his size. He puts the Sejan right down there in the post and goes to the turnaround. I like to see him not fade away as much. He's got a real size mismatch down there with Connor Sejan.
There's Hepburn. Chucky was active early, gets right to the rim against Burnett, who didn't want to pick up his second foul. And you talked about at the top of the broadcast, looking for more aggression offensively from Chucky Hepburn.
I love the fact he just takes that seam, drives it right at Amari Burnett. There's no help, and it's just a blow-by from Michigan's defense.
Will Cheddar has been good from 3 this year. Very efficient. Back it goes to Burnett. He'll try from deep, and he'll hit the 3.
I mean, Amari Burnett has done some very positive things here for Michigan to start this game. Has driven the basketball, has gotten to his pull-up, has assisted on buckets. They're showing off the range.
Michigan shooting 78% from the floor.
They can score.
Yep.
I mean, that's never been in doubt. It's on this end here where they have got to be better.
As Sejan in the scramble gets through 2 defenders, extra pass. Thought maybe he does an excellent job taking care of the basketball. They only average 9.9 turnovers per game. It was a problem at times for them in the loss at Nebraska, especially in that second half that saw the Huskers come back.
16 in that game.
Crowell challenging the shot from Kamwa.
I mean, it's shocking to see when Kamwa misses a turnaround jumper. I mean, that's just, he is so good at that shot.
Marcus Ilver on the floor. Ilver rolling to the rim, and he's got 2.
Man, Marcus Ilver only 3 points since December 9th. A little 2-man action. Wisconsin clears out that entire right side, and Michigan just with no answer. You've got to have a help defender. That low man has got to be there to take on the role.
Not a surprise. Badgers winning at least early the battle in the paint by a couple of points. They're one of the best paint production teams in the Big Ten. Actually outscored Purdue in the paint in their loss this weekend. The 3 won't go, and a foul. Not a Sejan on that last one. His first. Off the inbound. Williams airballs that baseline jumper. Cheddar able to come up with it. Here's Kamwa toeing the line against Crowell and launches the 3.
And normally if you don't let the initial one fly, you might as well move the ball. But Kamwa, a guy that is certainly more than capable. We talked about some of his struggles shooting. That's a big one. Michigan offensively here has done some very positive things through the first 8 minutes.
Largest lead of the ball game is 4. Store back out there. The 3 won't go. Rebound tracked down by Crowell.
Crowell hasn't scored much the last 2 games, but he still hasn't rebounded.
And a foul on Williams.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
And it went off the foot of Chucky Hepburn. That's 6 Wisconsin turnovers, Robbie. It's just so rare to see the Badgers cough it up that much, especially early in the game.
Well, give credit to Michigan in that regard. Some of the off-the-dribble defense has not been great, but they have been able to force some turnovers. You look at the rebounding numbers, 7-6. I mean, they just got decimated in rebound margin and turnover margin against Rutgers. And if you're going to do that on top of not shooting well, you're not going to win many games.
Well, how about Doug McDaniel? Again, turns the corner, gets to the rim. He's got 8. You can see how difficult it's got to be to adjust to not having him when they go on the road. And there's a foul. And the front end will give him 1 more. With Chucky Hepburn going back to play in his home state, but at shoot-around, which is the practice before the game. The team all gathered around John Blackwell at the end of practice as he lined up at the foul line. McDaniel splashing the 3, and they booed him.
Got to prepare him for tonight. Doug McDaniel, what a sequence he's had over the last 3 minutes.
He scored the last 7 points for Michigan and a 6-point Wolverine lead. Blackwell Blackwell will try a contested three. And Reed the rebound. Doug was limping a little bit on the other end of the floor. Looks okay now as he moves into the front court. The swing to Kamwa. The three pinballs out. Got a great look.
Boy, good offense, though. McDaniel making the right play. Skip pass, extra pass, and Kamwa got a great look.
Wall turns down the handoff to Blackwell. Working against Reed down low. Wall trying to dig into his bag of tricks. Finds Winter for three. And Reed with the rebound, his second.
Now Wisconsin has gone a little bit cold here. 3-point line, just 2 of 6. Winter got a good look, 0 of 3 against Purdue, but Michigan right now feels like they've got some real momentum.
Oh, Chucky Hepburn almost able to pull that away. Jackson trying to lob it.
But that's not there. I mean, you have to know as the passer, you're throwing it if it's going to be open, but that's clearly taken away.
Here's Storr, deep three for A.J. Storr, and the rebound to Kamwa.
Yeah, I don't think Greg Gard liked that shot, and John Blackwell is heading to the scorer's table.
Wisconsin's missed their last 5 from 3. Llewellyn splashing one down. He's at 56% on the year. He's with Nolan Winter. But so far, they're withstanding him on the bench with a heating pad on his left knee.
Good seal by Stephen Crowell. And that's one of the breakdowns where that's got to be talked out. I mean, you're starting a 2-3 zone, you match up and go man-to-man, and it's wisely rubbed off by you've got Tyler Wall, but if I'm Tarris Reed and I'm Olivier Kamwa, it's as simple as just yelling out switch.
And a turnover. Unforced error for Michigan.
Back in the game, but he's been hobbling during this timeout. I mean, during this time on the bench.
Andy thanks Connor Essegian missing at the rim. Here's Trey Jackson stumbling inside, and he got so good. And 2 for 2 at Purdue. Yeah.
He had 10 points in kind of garbage time there. Hasn't played since.
Here's Crowell working against Reed. 6 to shoot. Crowell, double team comes. Crowell in some trouble. He's surrounded. Needs a little help, and a foul is called.
And his physicality has given Crowell some issues tonight.
1 for 2 for Crowell. Rebound plucked by Kamwa. 8 rebounds now for Olivier Kamwa. There's McDaniel. Can he explode like he was before the knock knee? We've got a whistle and a foul on the other end away from the ball. That'll be on Crowell. Inbound to Reed. McDaniel trying to get inside. Blackwell ties it up. Possession arrow, keep it on this end of the floor.
Well, the frustrating thing is,
so the possession arrow now will flip Wisconsin's way with the inbound. And the entry works in its way to Kamwa. Back out for a 3 from Williams. Pinballs out, and Crowell able to secure it.
boy, Terrence Williams needs one to go down in the worst way. On the year has shot it well, but that percentage has gone from 44-45 on down to 39. He's 2 of his last 21.
Max Klesman having no such troubles from 3 this season as he rattles that one home, his first points of the night.
And in Big Ten play, 48% from the 3-point line. He's had a great year guarding, and the last 10 games has just caught fire offensively.
Especially in the second half where he's been especially good. Reed trying to pull a little Michael Jordan on the baseline, going one end to the other and scoop it up, but the foul.
I would say this year in terms of that, but
he's shown that tonight. And 1 for 2 on that trip for Reed. 6 points, 2 rebounds for Tarris Reed Jr. 6-point Michigan lead. Here's Hepburn. Badgers 9 for 20 in this first half. Hepburn probing, working inside, fades away against Washington, and the rebound, Conway.
And that's another quality defensive possession there. Tarris Reed jumps out. You got George Washington III going under the screen. He meets Hepburn, gets a contest, and you close down the defensive glass.
Daniel on the baseline, stepped out of bounds.
Defender, you want to plant your foot on that end line and use that as a second defender.
Reed shows Hepburn.
He's got to get back faster. Well, once Winter leaves, your job is done.
Blackwell able to knife inside for two.
Well, he's a great cutter. I mean, John Blackwell's just a good player. He's 64% from the field on possessions that end in a cut this season, and man, he knows how to play the game, and it shows every time you watch him.
Well, he was at Brother Rice High School, excellent high school, played terrific AAU ball. His dad, Glenn Blackwell, played 4 years at Illinois, so you know he's been around the game his whole life. Michigan, though, able to answer and stretch that lead to 6 again.
I thought Tarris Reed stayed a few too many times against Rutgers as well. Once his man leaves, you got to go with him.
Here's Hepburn, 10 to shoot against Llewellyn. Trying to take him off the dribble, gets inside for two.
And I think that they're going to try to test Jalen Llewellyn. Still coming back from that knee injury last year. Great take by Chucky Hepburn, and that's twice now that we've seen him burn it from that left wing.
On the road, we've seen teams maybe a little more aggressive pressing against Llewellyn when he's got the ball offensively.
When you think about it, you just haven't seen it in such an amount of time. And on top of that, you're trying to get healthy.
Clean strip. Badgers get the turnover. They'll start it up the floor. 7 turnovers, only 2 points off those turnovers, though, for Wisconsin. And Winter is fouled by Tarris Reed Jr., and that's his second.
Can Michigan make some adjustments and have a better second half?
Michigan has led at the half in 9 of their 11 Big Ten games. They've won twice. Coming up, stick around for the State Farm Halftime Report. Dave Revson, Rayfeld Davis, and Bruce Weber. State Farm Halftime Report coming up in 2 minutes and 56 seconds of game action. Plan accordingly. 1 for 2 again at the line. Kamwa already with 10 rebounds in the first half. Hepburn trying to heat up Llewellyn on the defensive end.
He can do this. I mean, Chucky Hepburn has just taken some of his pressure to another level this year. Llewellyn's going to have to be really careful with the ball in front of Chucky Hepburn.
Averages over 2 steals per game. Shot clock down to 6 for Trey Jackson. Working against Tyler Wall. Jackson trying to dislodge Wall. Good contest by Wall. Bucket won't go. Reed had the rebound. Loose on the floor. Tie up will give it to Wisconsin. 3-point game. 2:20 to go in the first half. Here's Wall. 4 points in the first half for Tyler Wall, coming off a terrific game against Purdue. Entry back, it goes to Wall. Spins baseline for 2.
Boy, he just left Kamwa in the dust right there. Tyler Wall has an assortment of moves he can go to, and there with the footwork just blows by.
You seen anything from Doug McDaniel's knee knock with Nolan
No,
Winter?
I think he's okay. I think he looks like he's moving fine. Certainly they're going to want to put him in pick and roll and let him make plays.
Matched up with Wall on the switch. There he goes to work. 5 to shoot. 3 for McDaniel. Grazes the rim, glancing off Cheddar and out of bounds to Wisconsin. Badgers looking to regain their first lead since it was 11 to 10. Hepburn trying to provide it at the rim, and the rebound Williams.
That's a good take. I mean, that's a physical drive by Hepburn. It's just everything but the finish. But once again, I love the fact that he has looked more for himself tonight.
Cheddar inside, count it, and the foul. Wall with 2 fouls, 6 down. Cheddar good on the 3-point play. 37-33, Michigan by 4, coming up on a minute to play first half. Extending that defense a little bit as Wisconsin brings it up the floor to Storr. 10 on the shot clock. Klesman on the handoff from Ilver. Here's Hepburn, turns the corner. Trying to drop it off. Klesman couldn't get their ball loose, and it's out of bounds. Which direction? It'll stay with Wisconsin. The Badgers, we'll see if they can score on it.
And that shot clock never started.
No, the shot clock didn't start, and it's a shot clock violation.
They've not been able to carry over anything from the first half to second halves.
They've been outscored 10 straight games in the second half. And again, the lead right now is 4. They took a second off the clock for that inbounds play, so there's a 7-second difference between game and shot. 7 to shoot. McDaniel finds the open man. That's Cheddar in the corner. Can't get it to go. Over the rebound. Now Wisconsin with time. 6 seconds and counting. Klesmit pushing end to end. Pivots in the lane. Fade away won't go. Halftime arrives. And Michigan for the 16th time this year. -8 to end the game. They are minus 95 points in the second half this year. It's the worst second half margin in the Big Ten and the second worst among all major conference teams in college basketball. Only DePaul has been worse in the second half.
I'm sure on the other side, Greg Gard talked to his team a ton about defense. Good slip by Terrence Williams. He traveled though.
He said he'll be good to go. He scored in double figures 19 of his 20 games that he's played. As for Juwan Howard, he told me they got to stop the ball just like that. They got to watch those cutters, and they've got to do a much better job on the offensive glass. Only 2 offensive rebounds. He said this game should be won at the basket, whether they're drives or on the backboard.
And Wisconsin now 10 of 13 on layups, so they would be wise to drive the basketball.
Damari Burnett for 3, rattles it home.
He got off to a good start to start this game, and now coming out of the half, he comes off the ball screen and just lets it go.
Well, got into that foul trouble. That saddled him with 2 fouls, but he's got 8 in this one. A perfect 3 of 3 from the floor.
Fighting off A.J. Storr. Storr looking for the post up, and Damari Burnett took it away.
Chucky Hepburn got inside. Kamwa blocks his progress. Now on the mismatch wall against McDaniel. Bangs his way inside. There's another one of those moves we've seen from Tyler Wall.
Yeah, but that trap, both by Doug McDaniel and Olivier Kamwa, just not physical enough. Wall splits right through it. He's got great footwork like you talked about, Kevin, but that Michigan trap has got to do a better job.
Burnett. He'll enter it to Tarris Reed Jr. Reed had some good moments in that first half. McDaniel, the 3 won't go, and Crowell kicks the rebound over to Wall. Wall on the run. Big man end to end for 2, and Wisconsin creeping ever closer. They're within 1.
That's transition defense 101, stopping the basketball. Tyler Wall with the defensive board. He goes 94 feet. Yeah, 6 points in the second half. All of them have been in the paint, and you see that Greg Gard has certainly made it clear to his team that we're going to drive it, and we are going to get to the rim until Michigan shows that they can stop it.
McDaniel gets his own miss, left it short. Kamwa bodied by Crowell. % on the year for the Tennessee transfer. 2 for 2 at the line, and Michigan's lead is 3, and now a little pressure applied.
Kamwa is a talented player, as is McDaniel, as is Burnett. You know, there's some guys on this roster, and Greg Gard talked about it today when we met with him at shoot-around, that this is a team that scares you, that they're not playing great by losing 10 of their last 11, but they do have some guys on their team that can really play.
Here's Klesmit, bodied up top by Damari Burnett. That's his 3rd, first team.
Yeah. I mean, I think with A.J. Storr, you look to post him some, but here we go again, and Hepburn all the way to the rim, and it's another bucket for the Badgers.
9 for Chucky tonight.
He's looked more for himself, and it's him taking some coaching. That's what Greg Gard has instructed him to do. He's looked to get into the paint. He has not settled for jumpers.
When you talked about it right at the top of the broadcast.
That's got to be illegal on Terrence Williams, man.
Down goes Chucky, but no whistle. Here's Williams trying to find room on the baseline. Double shows. They swing it around McDaniel. Here's Reed working against Winter. On the run, left it short. Good defense by Nolan Winter.
He's going to have a hard time matching the physicality of Reed, but he hung in there on the play, and he did get a quality contest.
Klesmit trying to get it. A turnover by Wisconsin. Number 8 for the Badgers. Extra pass. McDaniel, wide open 3. And a rebound by Winter. 0 for 5 since the injury for Doug.
Got a good look. Sloppy pass by Tyler Wall. Michigan with some good execution. Kamwa bringing it. just dried up for Doug McDaniel. That jumper not going. Look out.
Oh, my. Store with the bucket, and Wisconsin with their first lead since 11-10.
And there Doug McDaniel just gets caught watching the basketball, and A.J. Store wisely cuts it to the rim for the lob.
Store into double figures now with 10. 15 to shoot. There's Williams. Driving, leaning against Store, and a foul on A.J. Store. His first, team's second. 5 points difference in the second half tonight. Let's check in with Andy Katz.
4-point deficit to Memphis. Beat Stanford, lose to Texas Tech. They go to Oregon, lose in overtime. Play a double overtime game against Florida and Charlotte, lose that. They thought there were a lot of positives. They won at Iowa, and none of those things have translated into 2024.
Well, I think that just like winning can be contagious, losing can too. And you lose enough close games, you start to doubt yourself, your confidence can wane. And their defense has just not helped their cause. They beat themselves too often. Turnovers, defensive rebounding. There's just too many things that they have done that haven't translated to winning, just like that right there. He needs to get in the weight room this summer and certainly put on some.
Tremendously athletic family. Misses both free throws, though. Dad was a 7-foot center. Trevor on the 97 Minnesota Gophers team. Heidi, volleyball for the Gophers. Michigan trying to snap an almost 4-minute drought without a field goal. Kamwa trying to dislodge Winter. A bounce up top to Burnett for 3. A strong, long rebound. Chucky Hepburn on the run, behind the back dribble. It has to back it out. Good defense by Doug.
And good decision there by Hepburn. Great rebound to chase that down. And Michigan now 1 of 7 from the field here in the second half.
Same song, different verse, if you're a Michigan fan. Here's Hepburn. Back it goes to Winter. Wide open 3. Can't get it to go, and that's the first attempt from 3 tonight. Rebound out to Klesmit. Reset the shot clock under 20.
And how often did we see that against Rutgers, where Scarlet Knight just living on the offensive board?
Well, Chucky saw the matchup with Cheddar, took him to the hole, and he'll go to the line to distribute and to get everybody else involved. But they want him to be, and he's done a good job with that. Yes. But they wanted him a little more offensive, and he has been.
Yeah, and crazy to see that coming into tonight, just 1 game in the last 7 where he'd taken more than 6 shots. Tonight he's got 8. He certainly looked more for himself.
The Chucky Hepburn we've seen tonight was more what we saw last year from Chucky Hepburn from a scoring standpoint.
He had to be a scorer on last year's team. Now much more firepower with the Badgers.
Kamwa baseline drive blocked off. McDaniel has to hurry. 2 to shoot. Throws up a wild shot. Rebound. Ilver has it for Wisconsin.
It's not a high percentage shot. It's late in the clock. It's got to go up, but that was not a great possession for Michigan.
He's missed his last 6 shots since knocking knees with Nolan Winter, and right to the rim again goes A.J. Store. A 13-4 run. They've outscored Michigan 15-7 in the second half.
And Wisconsin now with 15 made layups in the game.
Cheddar off the ball fake. Ball poked away by Store. Cheddar on the baseline. Rebound tipped out, ends up with Llewellyn. Shot clock still counting to 5. Williams will hoist, and he'll hit. That's a deep 2, but Michigan will take anything at this point.
Boy, and Terrence Williams, just for his confidence to see one go down, even if it's from 2, has struggled from 3 as of late, but they needed that in the worst way into shot clock.
Now it's on this end of the floor. Can they get the stop? Here's Hepburn. Michigan just 2 for 10 in the second half on the offensive end. Wisconsin on this end, 7 of 10. Ilver, the deep 3, barely draws iron and trying to save it. Asijan flipped back into play, flipped again, bodies all over the floor, and now Michigan with numbers if they hurry. Cheddar on the run, back it goes to Kamwa. Bodies all over the floor down there. 5 points, 12 rebounds tonight for Olivier Kamwa. Asijan, quick 3, won't go.
And quick 3.
Yeah.
And we saw that last possession when they're getting whatever they want at the basket.
3 for 11 from 3, and they're 0 for 3 tonight in the second half. By the way, 7 of 9 on twos in the second half. Kamwa, and Michigan is back on top.
That's exactly what Olivier Kamwa is looking for every time.
Here's Storr. Shot clock at 10. Crowell, and an offensive foul on Stephen Crowell.
Offensively, and he's been really limited tonight. 3 points, just 1 of 3 from the field. You mentioned the 4 fouls, but this is kind of the way it's been. In 2 games prior, he's only taken 8 shots. So the double team has certainly taken him out, and Will Cheddar feeling it from 3.
Cheddar looking sharp against Wisconsin.
Well done.
Esijan. Strong on the 3 again. Wisconsin was so good drive into the basket. Missed 3, turnover, missed 3 their last 4 possessions.
And look, if Esijan's open from 3, Greg Gard's going to want him to shoot it. It's what he does. But certainly their success at the rim has to predicate that you're going to try to get there.
And Burnett gets to the rim, and it just won't go down for Nimari Burnett. Trying to extend that 8-0 run.
Everything but the finish.
Wall to Klesman. Another 3. Pinball's out. That's 5 straight trips down the floor that have resulted in either a turnover or a missed 3.
Where it felt like for a period of time it was like 12 or 13 or even 14 possessions in a row. It was shots at the rim.
Well, and probing, nothing there. There's Cheddar. Burnett bumped by Klesman. Back out to Cheddar. Oh, got Wall in the air, but the 3 won't go. Rebound batted around. Who's got it? Still loose, and it ends up with Blackwell.
You wonder if maybe just the defender going down behind Cheddar impacted that shot. It can be uncomfortable because you hear it, you feel it. That was a good look.
Badgers haven't scored in almost 4 minutes. Wall working back inside, and the drought ends.
I think Wisconsin would be wise to keep looking for shots around the basket.
Why do you say that, Robbie Hummel?
Well, because they've made 17 layups tonight. And that's not an exaggeration.
No, that's the actual number. They've scored 34 of their 50 points in the paint. And a foul on Blackwell. Not what you're wanting.
No.
If you're a Michigan fan, that's exactly what you want. Jackson will turn the corner, and we've got a foul. Run into the 1-and-1 is good. The only 2 in any significant concern. And a 4-point Michigan lead. Kind of reminiscent of the Ohio State game for Michigan. They withstood a run and found a way back.
That's a really good point. It's the game where they did kind of take a punch and punch right back.
Wall stumbles down, trying to get rid of it to Klesman. Loose ball, and numbers now for Michigan. Burnett to the other end. Misses the shot. Cheddar there to clean it up and put it in.
But good hustle right there by Cheddar to not just assume that layup was going to go down. Chucky Hepburn did a nice job of playing 2, but it's Will Cheddar right there to clean it up.
8 for Cheddar tonight. They want to go inside the winner. The denial is there. Here's Storr to work against Michigan. Around the wall screen, and a foul tonight. 2 for 2 for Storr, and a 4-point game in Ann Arbor. Feels like every night what we have in this league. Reed at the logo. Time for the flush.
Just a little ball fake, and that's the agility and the athleticism right there on display by Tarris Reed, going at the freshman Nolan Winter and just getting right by him.
10 now for Reed, and a great example of why Robbie says that's a guy you can build around in the future.
He's got a lot of ability.
Shot clock at 10. Storr's 3 blocked by Jackson. Llewellyn the push. Michigan on the run. 3 from Burnett. This place would have erupted had that gone down. Wisconsin survives.
Michigan's had some good looks from three here in the second half, but the looks just haven't gone down.
Tough pass by Klesman out of the double. Here's Chucky Hepburn into the corner to Store, and a travel. Turnover number 11.
When you look at their resume with wins over Wisconsin and Purdue at home, the one thing that the Cornhuskers are missing is a signature road win.
This could be that opportunity, but Northwestern's so good at home. Llewellyn to Reed. He went up for the one-hand flush. Reed at the line. Good on the first as we check in with Andy Katz.
Because you don't know about McDaniel. Maybe you assume that he'll be back, but obviously he's got an academic issue you hope clears up. But Reed is the guy that they're looking to as the future. I know in this new era, we'll never know if guys will stay from one year to the next, but he is the one that they're looking at as building around.
Here's Wall. Michigan has taken control on a 16-4 run. Can Wisconsin respond as Trey Jackson picks up his 4th personal foul? There's Klesman. A quiet night for Max, only 5 points on 2 for 5 shooting. Hepburn off the shot fake. 7 to shoot for Store. Turns the corner, blocked by Reed. Gilmore got it stripped, and a foul. Jackson will leave, fouling out with 2 points.
Lobbying for a rule change mid-game would be interesting.
Here's Store driving inside. Williams went down, but clearly the officials did not believe any advantage gained there.
I thought maybe he got his foot stepped on and he fell, but that could have easily been a flop if that rule was still being enforced.
Yeah, no one's calling flops anymore. I believe the books still have the rule,
I
but
think so.
Williams against Wall. That was almost a travel. He kept that pivot by the toenail on his big toe. Llewellyn spins inside, and Wall digging down. That's a tie-up. I don't know if I've seen a flop called all year.
No, it was certainly a point of emphasis a couple years ago, and it's just kind of faded away, much like the cylinder rule.
Faded flop. Good contest by Llewellyn. He changed that shot, forced Chucky to send it higher. It'll go out of bounds and stay with the Badgers with 6:02 to go.
You've got to get stops and close them down with defensive rebounds.
See Crowell back out there with those 4 fouls. Trying to back down against Tarris Reed Jr. Throws up.
I thought he got fouled there. I thought Reed got up underneath Stephen Crowell. Reed's physicality has bothered him, but I thought that there was some contact there down below on the hook.
Cheddar, the 3 spins around and home. He's got 11. Wisconsin was able to grab a lead at 48-47, but a 19-6 answer by Michigan, and the Wolverines with their largest lead and the basketball.
And Wisconsin has gone ice cold from 3. And the good looks they've had here in the second half have not gone down. Their best offense has been driving it and getting to the rim.
0 for 7 from 3 in the second half for Wisconsin. Here's Reed. Crowell with 4 fouls. Reed staying with it.
He shifted his pivot foot.
And it'll go out of bounds to Wisconsin. Klesman picked up on a switch by Cheddar.
This is going to be to the rim.
Or a step back 3. And he hits it. The first 3 made in the second half for Wisconsin.
That might be the toughest look that they've had here in the second half, but Max Klesman has made some big shots in his career for the Wisconsin Badgers. Liked the matchup and got to his step back jumper.
He's capable of going on a run himself.
He is. He's shown that this year. Just ask Indiana and Northwestern and some of the other teams that he's blitzed.
Had one against Nebraska last week, 10-0, 11-0 run. Burnett with 5 to shoot. Williams to work against Store. 2 to shoot. Tough fadeaway balls. Maybe it's Michigan's night, finally.
And those count. I mean, that's well defended by the Badgers, and it's just Terrence Williams with the step back making a great offensive play.
Klesman turns the corner, finds Chucky Hepburn for 3. Back-to-back triples for the Badgers, hanging around on the road, down 5.
And back-to-back plays by Max Klesman that are just phenomenal. The step-back 3, the possession prior, and then getting into the paint and spraying that to Chucky Hepburn in the corner.
Hepburn with 15 tonight. Really good offensive night.
And Llewellyn has really got to be cautious here with the ball.
He'll try from deep. Won't go, and Store the rebound, his second. Store explodes against Burnett. Good block off, and then a turnover. Williams able to anticipate, and Klesmit with the personal foul.
But other guys have picked up the scoring load, and if Michigan can pull this out, they're going to look at this as it was a total team effort.
And it's one of the things that Juwan Howard stressed when he was talking with us earlier today. All 5 guys on the floor had to be in tune, in rhythm. Had to be that total team effort. And this is one of the more well-rounded games we've seen from Michigan of late.
Well, and they've shown some real toughness as well, because Wisconsin made their run. I'm sure they're equally as aware of some of the second half struggles that everybody else is. They took that run, that they countered, and they have gotten themselves and built themselves a 7-point lead.
And 11 of 12 now at the line in the second half. The Store gets right to the rim and puts 2 more on the board. He has 18.
It truly is a simple game right now for Wisconsin. I mean, they've just got guys that are getting to the rim at will.
They've just got to get stops on this end to get it back to the other end. Can they do that with Reed handling here? The handoff to Burnett.
What a screen right there by Tarris Reed.
Opened up a lane for Williams, but Reed gets the offensive rebound, and then Hepburn pokes it free, and a foul called on Chucky Hepburn. It might
be a therapeutic type.
And I appreciate the fact that DJ Carsonson's a veteran official who will listen to that. It's a conversation. Reed misses both free throws, though. Wisconsin down 5, 2:40 to play.
A.J. Store had shot that, and it didn't go in. He probably could have just checked himself out, because that would not be the shot that Greg Garr was looking for.
Hepburn finds Wolverine. Reed finds the rejection.
Good job by Tarris Reed of staying down on some of those Tyler Wall shot fakes and rejecting that shot.
One of his better games of the season.
He's been solid tonight. I think that's what you've got to be asking for him. That's progress from a game where I didn't feel like he was solid against Rutgers.
Oh, Wall started this one, the breakaway, and Llewellyn with the foul. Front end for Wall. That was off, but an offensive rebound for Store, and it's a 3-point game.
It looked like Crowell kind of buffaloed his way in, and you had A.J. Store looping around, almost like a set play.
.20 now for Store. 18 straight games in double figures for A.J. Store. Comwell with 5 to shoot, working against Wall. Spins baseline, turnover, Michigan. 1:35 to go. Badgers down 3 on the road. Chucky on the drive inside. Llewellyn, good defense, ball poked free. Jalen Llewellyn's played extensive minutes at home tonight, more so than usual. And a guy who leads Michigan in assists, Rob, has none. McDaniel driving inside, the floater off the glass, got the roll. His first points since the 7:49 mark of the first half.
Well, give Juwan Howard a lot of credit. He had faith in his point guard, gave him space, and McDaniel made a play downhill.
Burnett with the personal foul. That's his front end is good. And Klesmit 2 for 2. Michigan 7 and 8 this year when leading at the half. They led at halftime by 4. Wisconsin 1 and 5 this year when trailing at halftime. Will those hold in the final minute? Here's McDaniel to the rim. Won't get that one to go. Crowell with a little tip to Chucky Hepburn. 3-point game. Where does Wisconsin look? And, oh, timeout. They look to the bench where Greg Garr uses one of his 2 remaining timeouts. I mean, right now, Michigan battling in the bottom of the league, giving Wisconsin all they want. Klesmit will push it out to Wall. Here's Hepburn with 13 to shoot. Hepburn for 3. Off the heel, rebounded inside by Michigan, 23 seconds to go. They're gonna have to foul. Michigan could dribble this one out if they wanted to, and there's the foul. Klesmit with his second.
It ended up just being Chucky Hepburn one-on-one. Damari Burnett with a pretty high-quality contest. This shot goes in and out. The three-point line for Wisconsin once again letting them down. 5 of 18 on the night, 2 of 10 from 3 in the second half.
And McDaniel with one more at the line. 79% on the year, 0 for 1 tonight. Trying to warm up those hands. And a 2-possession game. Each team with a timeout. Klesmit to work. Around a wall screen. Here's Hepburn. He'll drive into the paint. Stops. Foul. And Chucky Hepburn to the line for a pair.
That change of pace is so hard to guard. I mean, it's so herky-jerky right there, and he kept Doug McDaniel off balance the entire time of that dribble drive.
You see for Wisconsin, the story's been the same in the second half for them. 2-point shots, much more efficient, much more successful than those 3-point shots. Back in comes John Blackwell. Crowell leaves. He's got 4 fouls. Blackwell re-enters the game with just 1 foul. Hepburn for 1 more at the line. Two-point game in Ann Arbor. Michigan will attempt to inbound, each team with a timeout. Michigan has the possession arrow.
Well, if Kawhi catches it, I was going to say Wisconsin's got to foul him. The Michigan guards are who they want to be at the line.
And there they go, running fly routes. McDaniel gets the inbound, and he's fouled by Chucky Hepburn. Well, Doug McDaniel, as he came across, collided with Tyler Wall and came up holding his right side a little bit.
I like that play design by Michigan.
Yeah.
Because so often it's like comeback routes, but you basically throw everybody deep and you just bring Doug McDaniel on the little crossing route. Wall goes up top, and there's certainly, yeah, Doug McDaniel paid the price there.
1 for 2 at the line just a moment ago. This is a big one now. 3-point game with 9.9 to play. Two-possession game. Badgers have a timeout if they need it. 7 seconds. Handoff Klesmit. Launches at 3. Caught underneath by Williams. And this one's over. And the upset in Ann Arbor sees number 11 Wisconsin go down as Michigan snaps their 5-game losing streak. 72-68. The Wolverines get the win over Wisconsin.